Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibin'? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dr. Danae, your somewhat friendly metaphysician. All right, guys. Today I am changing it up a little bit with the spread and the reading. Since we are now in 2024 and I have been drilling on this the great divide energy. And you can interchange it with other words. You can call it, you know, the divide in consciousness, the divide in timelines, whatever you want to call it. But what we're talking about is 3D and 5D. So this set over here, this I'm using out of my Dark Reflections tarot deck. This represents the subconscious, the human consciousness, altered ego. So, in other words, all of our subconscious underlying patterns, beliefs, all of that. So, we've got this section here for the 3D side of life. Over here, I'm using from the Mystic Soul. I'm using this for the 5D. This is for the higher consciousness, the Christ consciousness, all of that. So, definite difference in energy. So that's how we are going to approach the reading today to find out what areas are you dealing with that you might not be aware of, because usually when this starts happening, when you're moving towards 5D, law of attraction, manifestation, changing beliefs, all of those things, this over here, the old habits, the old ways, find subtle ways to come up through the cracks and sabotage you. So I'm here to help you see what is coming your way or what may be playing out and sabotaging. All right, so let's jump right in. Guys, before I dive in here, quick little announcement. There are many scammers out there. Please know I will never reach out to you first. I will never comment on a comment telling you I have a message, reach out for me, or trying to sell you something. Absolutely will not. If somebody reaches out to you pretending to be me, ignore them, report them. It's not. It is a scam. I don't want you guys to be taken. Bottom line, I will never reach out to you. If you want to work with me or you have a message to get to me, the links are in the description box below. Send me an email. All right. Keep safe out there, guys. All right. So let's look into this. I am first going to start with the 3D side of life. Why is that? Because that's the side that has more consistency and momentum. This is the side that you have been relating to and coming from the majority of your life. Think of this as survival mode. All right. The High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, Three of Cups in reverse, and Page of Cups. This over here is saying to me, now remember, this is Dark Reflections. This is all about the subconscious. As you can see, the Nine of Cups, which is normally a great manifestation card, you see up here, some of those cups are spilt because this is that opposite energy. All right. So with the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups, I really feel what is going on here is somebody isn't getting totally honest with themselves. When this High Priestess card first came out, it felt very ego-centered. Um, this is that type of energy that we can experience on our journey when we've gained some insight, we've gotten some aha moments, we've leveled up, but then without realizing it, that altered ego creeps in, and now we're disguising the altered ego under spirituality terms or means. It's just another way of self-sabotaging. Um, this situation here feels like there is somebody you're close with. Now, again, get in where you fit in on this energy. It's a general, won't be the same for everybody, but there is somebody that you have an attachment with that I feel as if this has been a bit toxic of a connection. And again, it could be lover, friend, work, family, it could just be you with you. But overall, it feels like you're not getting very truthful and honest, one, with what you really want, two, with what it's going to take to bring that forth or manifest that in your life. Because you already know if there's something you want to manifest, that just means you're not a vibrational match to it yet. Once you set that intention, then your responsibility is to put in the work to become a vibrational match for what you want. Um, with this Three of Cups in reverse and Page of Cups, I do feel that somebody feels confined, maybe feels trapped, um, like there's no way out, or you want out of a relationship or a situation, but you really can't see how that's going to happen or how that is possible for whatever reason. There's some waffling back and forth on choosing yourself. Starting it out with this high priestess, I feel like you get pulled back into this internal dialogue of like wanting to blame the other person, or it's because they're not doing this or they're doing this. This is why I've got to go do this. Um, this is a lot of outward projection energy, not going inward and looking at oneself and what you're responsible for, whether it's a belief, a behavior, conversation, what have you. This whole energy is about no, 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 look at me. I've got my shit together. I'm the high priestess. So it has to be you. And if you don't do this or you don't do that, then I'm not okay. That is old human ego self-sabotage one-on-one 101, because the more you put your attention on situations or people outside of you and expect it to get fixed, you have set yourself up for disappointment, disillusionment, heartache, and all of that. Anything outside of you should be a complement or an addition to the amazing person and life that you already have. It takes practice to get there. So that's what I'm saying. This energy is more, I'm not going to look at me. I'm going to look outside of me. This was done to me. This was done to me. But Danae, you don't know what this person did. And then this person did it and blah, blah, blah. Stop telling yourself that same story. You want to get out of that story. You've got to close the book. That's literally what this energy is saying. It's time to close the book. You've been holding on too long out of fear. You've got the 10 of Pentacles on your mind. This is your new life, the happiness, how you want to be living. Um, I feel like while this is going on underneath, outwardly, this is you over here. Yep, I'm doing the work. Things are great. I want to manifest this, this, and this. My life is going to be amazing. I'm going to be happy where I'm at now. I'm going to be grateful for now, because I know that gratitude is such a beautiful magnetic energy that the more grateful I am, the more things come in for me to be grateful for. And that's awesome. Absolutely. That is this new way. But with this set here, this is saying, you're saying this, but there's doubt and fear coming up. You waffle back and forth with this Two of Pentacles in reverse of what do I do? Do I stay over here, 98% of the time? Or do I go back and forth? What's going to happen over here? I don't know. But over here, the conversations are this always happens, blah, blah, blah. It's all rooted in lack, limitation, self-sabotage. But here, yeah, you've got new ideas, new sparks, new ways. You, and again, I started out with this doesn't mean you haven't been doing the work. This type of energy will hide the way that it does, especially when you're doing the work. So don't allow that conversation to come in. I am speaking to people who have been doing the work. Guys, even if you have just been doing it a little bit and you know you could do it more, but if you're doing it a little bit, that's something to build upon. Don't knock that down. Now, if you haven't been doing the work and you know you need to be doing the work, then take that as, hey, this is my sign. You know what? It's time. I need to get on this train. But regardless, yes, you are feeling this energy. Yeah, new year, new you, all of that. But you've been feeling this very differently. You came through these holidays feeling maybe a bit emotionally detached, um, almost like watching things go on, but you're not feeling it. It's not touching you. Maybe you're not even involved. Almost like you're behind a glass wall and you're watching all of this 3D energy and activity, celebrations, what have you. Um, but you're there, but you're not there. That is this energy divide that I've been talking about. And again, like I said at the beginning, I've been hearing other people say the same thing, just using different terminology. And you can interchange the terminology. So, a shift in timelines, a separation in timelines, energy, 3D energy, 5D energy, realities, consciousness, human consciousness, higher consciousness, Christ consciousness. It's all the same thing because at the root of everything is energy and vibration. It has already begun. Those of us who are aware of energy, vibration, have really been on this path, awakening, doing what we can. We are going to be of service in 2024, helping those who are newly awakened, just finding out about this path. Because, guys, what is going on is there are going to be people that each of us know that choose to stay in this 3D energy, this 3D timeline. No judgment, guys, no judgment. Everybody gets to choose. Nobody gets to tell somebody else that their choice is wrong for them. That's been a big problem. We're going to see a rise in that. We're going to see a lot of people pointing fingers. But so there are going to be a lot of people that choose this 3D timeline. Greater numbers of us are choosing the higher timeline. We are going to be living a completely different experience than those over here. Those over here, what is this if you choose the 3D, what can that timeline look like? That's going to be the timeline of control, of believing what the so-called powers that be everything that they say. So this has already been going on. Guys, they've been prepping us for a long time. Make no mistake about it. There have been trials to this to see how are the people going to react? What can we get away with? Over here, this existence is those 15-minute cities. All of the different things that you've been hearing them talk about. It has to do with control and monitoring and, where the governments are, and not just the governments, it's not just them. And guys, take that with a grain of salt because in every facet of government, um, or corporation or whatever, there are a mixture of people. You've got 5D energy people there doing their work, planting their seeds, and then you've got the 3D people. It just is what it is. So anyways, that's what this looks like. A lot of fear, doubt, control, relying on the so-called experts, 3-letter companies. I'm not going to go through and name them because I don't want the video pulled down. But think of food pyramids, health organizations, things like that. Monetary institutions, those types of things. So that's already being prepared. We know this. So that is one timeline. That is a choice. The other timeline, this is what, we've been hearing about for a long time. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know my stance on religion. For those of you that are new, a quick synopsis is religion, the root word religio is Latin. It means to hold into bondage. All religions are man-made. So they don't have full truth. You'll find sprinkled truth or parts of truth, but no religion on this planet has it right. So I am not against God at all by any means. I'm not a fan of religion. For those of you who know my background, I've been an ordained pastor for 30 something years. I mean, for a long time. Was raised in the church, and it was through there, reading the Bible, getting my own understanding. As a matter of fact, preparing for a class when I was shown the root word of religion. And a lot of the things that I was shown in my own time flew right in the face of what religion teaches. So, yep, guys, I've been through it. I understand it. I know the crap you got to work through to be free of all that. So if you're somebody dealing with that, your religion isn't fulfilling you anymore, you realize there's probably more, then yeah, absolutely, I got you. For those of you who are in religion and your religion is serving you and you feel fulfilled, by all means, that's perfect for you. Stay there. There is no right or wrong. You'll never hear me on this channel preach to you or say to you, oh, you've got to do this. This is right. That's wrong. No, I don't believe in any of that at all. So everybody gets to make their own choice. Nobody should be able to tell somebody else what their beliefs are, how they should see God or feel God or believe in God. That should be something that is very sacred to each individual and shouldn't have to be shared. This whole thing, and yeah, you'll hear me make fun of stuff. Why do I make fun of it? Because I lived it. So it's not like I'm just talking smack about a religion or something like that. No, I'm making fun of things that I did when I was involved in that. And now that I'm out of it and I look back, I absolutely make fun of it. If it triggers you, oh well. It is what it is. So Why do I say that? Because one of the things that was big in Christianity is sharing God's word and making sure that you share it and get people saved. What is this, Starbucks? Do you get a, frequent buyer card, frequent saver card that every time you share and somebody dedicates their life, you go up a rung or you get a bigger house? Or what are the benefits here? What's this purpose? And I say it that way now, but absolutely, there was a time I completely believed that. My life journey, my circumstances, my experiences have led me to make different choices. That's what you have been going through. All of these situations and experiences, especially since 2020, have led you to this point for you to make your own free will choice. Do you still believe in what you've been taught, what you've accepted, all of those things? Or have you been challenged to look at everything and decide what you want to believe, what works for you, what's in alignment with you? Because that's what this choice comes down to. Remember, no judgment. The 5D, this is the new Jerusalem, the new world. Um, and no, it's not going to be where Jesus comes down from the sky with a trumpet and, um, you know, we see the clouds part and voila, here it is. No, this is a community of people raising their vibration, changing their beliefs, holding more love and light within themselves, for others, and for the planet. That is like that butterfly effect because everything is vibration and energy. Yes, the systems that are over here that have been ruling our lives, we're not going to find them over here. Over here, the new monetary system, new ways of energy, new ways of healing the body without big pharma, new scientific developments, the light technology, sound technology, holistic plant medicine, all of that. And this is stuff that people have been working in silence or in quiet to develop because people weren't ready to hear it or listen. They've been called all kinds of different things, but guess what? Truth will prevail. We are going to see this come forth in 2024. So, this 5D side is really saying you are here in this King of Swords energy. You are speaking truth to yourself. You are ready to really take inventory at all of this and say, you know what? I'm just going to look at this and go, no, I'm not in alignment with this. I'm not in alignment with this. I don't want this lower vibrational energy. I'm not going to take it with me over here. So, in other words, if you've been fence sitting, oh, I'll just dabble in my human ego over here, but I'm really moving towards here. You have been feeling the pressure to choose a side. Which side is it going to be? And again, there's no right or wrong. It could be different for each of you. I do encourage you guys to put a focus this year on your spirituality, growing that. And again, spirituality should be something sacred and unique for each individual. So, whatever your spirituality beliefs or practices are, those are yours. That's perfectly fine. You can add, drop, do whatever you want. But in other words, 2024 is not the year for us to be asking somebody else, especially if they haven't done the work, what we should be doing in our lives. The answers you are seeking are within. Keep going within, and you will get those answers. I hope that helped. That went a bit longer than I wanted. Um, I do feel that there is some sort of intimate relationship somebody is on the fence about or dealing with. So let me just look at that really quick. And I will put out a love reading soon. The full, yeah. I don't know if this is you hoping for a new beginning or it's the other person hoping for a new beginning. Um, and this is can definitely be somebody at a distance from you, whether that's physical or emotional. I feel that you have chosen a different path, but releasing whatever this is hasn't been easy. Look, we got Ace of Swords twice. Yeah, you're on a new track and a new path. Choose you. If you choose this person, this situation that is so similar to the past, that it's a heavier vibration, know that it is not going to be a new journey. The end result will be the same, more of the same that you've always had, because there's nothing new over here. You really need to lean in and discipline and challenge yourself to go towards the new, because the new is where it's at for you. All right. I hope that helped. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Alakai, Alakai, Alakai.